What advice would you have for someone that's incredibly broken and depressed in the past couple days? I don't know. For me, time usually fixes everything. That's like the only good thing I can think of, I think. But I don't know how normal people... I don't really know. Like I said, the only thing that really fucks with me is like the new girl shit. And if you guys deal with emotional swings like that on a daily basis, I don't know what to say. I don't think I could make it. I have like an incredible amount of respect for people that battle through those types of emotional swings, because I don't think I could do it. You mean having extreme highs and lows in your emotion? I mean having any emotions. I don't know. When I make decisions, I usually just try to make the best decision for me. Like, emotions usually never factor into it, I guess. Or I guess, like, maybe I guess sometimes I'm lazy. Does that count as an emotion, I guess? I don't know. Okay, if laziness counts as an emotion, then that's the emotion that dictates my life, I guess. Yeah, logic is my core value. I'm actually patient zero from the Athene Institution. I am subject zero. Do you think there's no value in emotions? Personally, no, but I don't know. What kind of credit card do I use? I use the Chase cards and the Amex cards. What is new girl shit? How would I describe it? Are these people not donating with messages? New girl shit is when you meet a new chick and you're willing to look past all the reasons that you absolutely know why you would never work together, and then try to make excuses for why those reasons don't matter, or why you can change the person from those things that matter. And then you romanticize the fuck out of every other aspect of them. So like, I can take a girl that I absolutely know in 6 months I'm gonna hate myself for being with this chick. I know it, because I know it from every rational point of view. But if it's like a new girl, like, I can bullshit away all the I can be like, okay, well, like, I know I can get her to change this part of herself. I know that I could convince her that this is dumb. Like, I know, and these other things would be so cool. It would be totally worth it. Like that kind of like bullshit reasoning, right? Yeah, everybody does this, right? I imagine where like you bullshit yourself into thinking that you could like I know I could like look past this shit. But you know that like in 6 months, like, this shit is gonna be fucking horrible, right? What a and that's the one thing that I have to deal with. Like, I've never found a way to get, well, now what I usually do is I usually just ride that shit out, until I get bored of the person, I guess, is like the goal, without actually dating them though. That's the really fucking important part. That's the hard part, is you have to ride that shit out without like making a move to date them. Because once you start dating them, oh shit, you'll be in there, dude. And then you fuck yourself. Oh, fuck. You should go back to college and find people who will match with you. But like, that's the problem. I wouldn't really, right? Like, if I go to college, like, when I'm in a class, like, I'm done. Like, I have my career. I know what I'm doing in life. I have most of my shit figured out. Like, I'm an adult. I'm part of the adult world, and I have a presence, and that's it. Like, how could I ever be with somebody that's like doesn't even know what they want to do for work yet? Like, how could I not that I'm better than them, but like, I'm in such a different life stage than them. How could I ever relate to that person, you know? I remember a girl talking to me about another guy that she dated, where the girl, like, she had a job and she had a career, and she was dating a guy that was like still in school, and she was like, when the guy is like, I don't know what major I want to choose, or like, I'm having trouble deciding between classes, and she's like, I can't talk to you about this. I don't care about this. Like, I cannot possibly be invested in this conversation. Like, pick a class, figure out what you want to do, finish your fucking degree, and go get a job. Like, I figured all this shit out years ago. Like, are Destiny and Aaron on good terms? Yeah, I think we will be. I hope we are. Yeah. I like I said, like, Aaron hasn't done anything bad or wrong, or she hasn't wronged me in any way ever. Not really. And I think she's still like really cool. She's one of the coolest girls I know. Look at that black van, dude. Some training day shit. 90% of people just stay within their work field. You ever think about dating other streamers? I've thought about it. That's like the one thing that I've never thought about before, or never done before. I actually very intentionally dated outside of the streaming sphere. Even fucking girls. I never fucked like other streamers. Actually, yeah. For the most part, yeah. I would actually intentionally find girls that weren't like associated with streaming, because I just don't want to deal with the drama. I don't want to deal with the entitlement. I don't want to deal with thinking this person is like trying to leech off me or like any shit like that. Like, it's just, I don't want to ever do that. But now I'm not so sure. Like, dating to advance my career is something that I never really thought of before. But like, if I could date a girl that had twice my viewers or like 10 times my YouTube viewership or whatever, like, I don't know, is that actually worth it? If I intermingle my content with theirs, you get a little bit of cross-pollination going on between the audiences. That's a potential for right, leveraging your relationship for career growth. I don't know. That seems like some worth fucking shit. I don't know. Oh, who's this guy next to me? Is that a Mercedes? A Benz's? Do you think he wants to race? Hold on, let's try it. I don't think he wants to. We'll see. Oh no, he's way back there. No fucking way. The issue is when you inevitably wake up, like, you know you will, what happens then? Oh no, I know. And that's the big problem, is that I know that, like, we would inevitably break up. I would inevitably lose interest. The other person would be way more invested in the relationship than I am. And then it would be a really rough breakup. And it would be bad because then their fan base would completely hate me. I think. And it's selfish. That's the big reason. Is like, one of the things that I have to work on doing is I have to not be a huge piece of shit to people that are in my personal life. And because I don't care, sometimes I treat everybody else like they don't care. That's absolutely not true, and I know that's not true. So that's why I have to avoid the relationships, because I'm putting people in positions where I know they're gonna get fucked in the future, and I'm not gonna care about it at all. That's not good. It's really fucking selfish to do that. Ugh. Why do you treat your uncle so nicely but not your girlfriends? The thing is, I don't like having to owe myself to anybody. I remember thinking this even when I lived with my grandma. I didn't like that, like, if I stayed out too late, I would have to call my grandma, otherwise she would worry about me. I like being on my own. I like the idea that, I guess it doesn't exist so much now with Nathan, that like, I could crawl off into a ditch and die somewhere and nobody would like come calling looking for me. Like, it sounds weird to say, but that's like such a liberating feeling, that I could vanish off the face of the earth and there's not like a person waiting at home for me. Like, oh God, like, where's Steven? Like, he needs to be back here, you know? Like, well, I mean, I guess you guys would be kind of sad, but I don't give a fuck about you. We come looking for you. That's probably the main reason why people don't kill themselves? Yeah, maybe. Would you ever be friends with any of the big streamers like Summit or Shroud? I don't know anything about Shroud. Summit is really cool. I really like Summit. I try to talk to him when I have the chance to. He's a cool dude. There are actually a lot of people who've thought about and deal with this kind of thing. It's just not part of the main culture. You could look into it if you wanted to see how other people handle it. I guess. I don't think I need to handle it, though. I think I'm doing okay. If you're planning to kill yourself, let me know so I can cancel my subscription. I'm really not planning on killing myself. There's no way that I would ever be suicidal. If you're ever worried that I'm going to be suicidal, if you ever hear me start talking some religious bullshit, then that's when you start to worry. But as long as I'm an atheist, I don't think I would ever kill myself. Soda and Regful seem like really cool dudes, but I don't know if I could be that close to them. I'm not sure. What is this Manafort link? Manafort, 3 passports. Is this new? Updated, 3:41 GMT. How long ago was that? Like 3 hours ago? Manafort currently has 3 US passports, each under a different number. Why? This year, Manafort traveled to Mexico, China, and Ecuador with a phone and email account registered under a fake name. Holy shit. They're under house arrest? Alright, sorry. Oh yeah, just crashed my browser. I forgot I'm not allowed to tab out while my stream is running. Okay. Wait, am I missing Chenner's messages in chat? Have you ever hurt yourself physically on purpose? No. I'm so narcissistic. You don't understand how highly I think of myself. I would never do anything to hurt myself. I wouldn't. I just wouldn't. It's just not. I just don't think that way. There's nothing that would like drive me to kill myself or hurt myself. I would just never do it. I've never cut myself. I've never like scratched myself or like pricked myself. I've never done anything like that ever. I'm just shit talking you. Watch yourself, Chenners. Never scratched. I knew this girl in high school who was too much of a pussy to actually cut herself, so she would scratch herself and then talk to her friends about it. God, I fucking hated that fucking cunt. Oh my fucking God, she was so annoying. Oh God. She wanted to be a cutter, but she didn't actually want to go through with the cutting. Have I ever been friend zoned? I had to talk about this recently. My answer would kind of be no, but it depends, I guess, on how you define the friend zone, I guess. I guess you could argue that it has happened. Nah, no way. No, I don't think so. No way. There's somebody in here that would disagree with me, but no way. And you know, no. Nah. If I like somebody, it's usually because we're probably pretty well matched, and then like, I'm usually really aggressive about it. I'm usually really aggressive about it, and I don't know. This is really hard to talk about without like being really arrogant, I guess. I don't know. How were my grades? In school, my grades were horrible. I was a really, really, really lazy student. I spent too much time playing video games, and my home life was just totally fucked. My parents weren't invested at all in my education. I think in I probably took off more than 20 or 30 days per school year when I was at prep, Kyle, because my parents would always let me, because if I said I didn't want to go to school, that meant my dad didn't have to take me, so he would always let me skip school whenever I wanted to. So sometimes I'd be like, oh, I feel sick, and then I would stay home all day and chat on battle.net and shit. Yeah, I was a fucking horrible student. I don't remember it being that bad. Oh, it was pretty bad. I missed a lot of class. I almost got in trouble for it my senior year, I think. I missed a lot of class. Oh, okay. No, I guess if you want to say I got friend zoned, I guess you could say it happened in high school. There we go. The very first girl that I had a huge crush on, you could say friend zoned me. Okay, I'll give you that one. It's actually the girl that I was talking about who said she scratched herself. I remember her, Catherine. Oh my God, I was the biggest. Oh, what happened? This has got to be like some defining moments of my life, because I was legitimately a beta cuck orbiter at this point in my life. Like, I was staying on the phone with this chick until like 2 a.m. every morning. When I'd get home from school, I'd wait for her to call me. I'd see her name on the caller ID, and I'd pick up, and I'd have to run downstairs to make sure my parents weren't on the phone at the same time, because we didn't have cell phones at that time. Oh yeah, dude, I spent a lot of time. The most I ever did was, I think she kissed me on the cheek. I even remember the date she did it because it was such an important moment in my life. It was on June 2nd. Oh man, I was totally baited fucking cuck for this chick. But she had a crush on another guy, and I never understood why or something. Well, now I know. It's probably because I was way too desperate. I was super fucking desperate. Wow, dude, I was such a little clingster fuckboy. But this is when I was like, maybe 14. I must have been a freshman. Because I met Kia and got involved in that shit. Holy fuck, how weird was that when I was 15? And then that led to me dating the girl that would be a lesbian. And then she was friends with my to-be wife, Catherine. When I was like 15, 16 was when I started dating Catherine. Kia was like, I wish I could reconnect with her. I've tried to re-add her on Facebook a few times just because she was such an interesting person. But she probably fucking hates me, I think. Okay, I think I've told the Kia story before, right? Okay, so when I was in high school, I didn't have a car, and my parents had like abandoned me. No, I don't say that. I'm sorry, Mom and Dad, if you're listening, I love you so much. I love you guys so much. You didn't abandon me. I'm totally kidding. Every time my mom hears me talk about this, she always gets really sad, and she messages me, and she's like, "Oh no, like I'm so sorry to you," but I don't mean it like that. I love my parents. Okay, they're really cool people. It's just life is tough sometimes. But anyway, I didn't have transportation to get to school, and through like a friend of a friend, I met this girl called Kia, and she was so fucking weird. This girl was so bizarre. She was a Chinese chick. She was super fucking hot. Well, super hot. She was attractive, right? Kyle, you remember Kia, right? Did you ever see Kia? Kia was definitely attractive. But basically what happened was I had arrangements where she drove me to school every morning, and then she dropped me off at my grandma's little retirement home after school every day. And it got to the point to where, so she's such an interesting person, okay? So she's very religious, and I was an atheist, so we would argue about it all the time. But she was also a massive Ayn Rand and Kurt Vonnegut fan. So she got me to read... let's see, we read Slaughterhouse-Five in school. She made me read Cat's Cradle. She also got me to read Anthem and Atlas Shrugged. That was like the 700-page one, right? I read these books because she wanted me to so much, but she was an atheist the whole time. Into Ayn Rand and Kurt Vonnegut. How does that make sense? I don't even know. And I remember like we would argue about these books, and I'd be like, how could you possibly how could you come away from reading Ayn Rand and think that Ayn Rand supports like religious ideas and shit? And she'd be like, well, I don't think that they're necessarily atheists. And I was like, dude, and we didn't have like Wikipedia back then, so I couldn't like wiki like objectivism and like tell her she was wrong or whatever. Yeah, so it got to the point with her where she had a long-distance boyfriend, and she said that she had a long-distance boyfriend, but somehow it got to the point where every day she would drop me off, we would stay in her car, and she would make out with me. We would make out for like an hour every day. That's the farthest we ever went, by the way. We never went farther than that, but that's because I was way too much of a scaredy kid. I could have fucked her easily, but I never did because I was too scared to go any further, whatever. But we made out for like an hour. I'm a pretty good kisser now. I'm like a really good kisser, and I attribute it to her because we spent hours in high school making out every single day after school. It was fucking crazy, and she was really good at it too, which I appreciated. But what happened was, okay, so it got to a point to where like we started to have a conversation and I was like, we're never gonna date, right? And I didn't really care back then. And she was like, no, we're never gonna date. I've got a boyfriend and I love him very much. And I'm like, okay, well, isn't it kind of weird that we make out every day? And she's like, well, you know, it's just like I do it because it makes me feel good. I was like, okay, sure. So it got to the point to where she had a friend. Kyle, I don't remember how much of this you remember. Do you remember the day that that we were doing band shit after school and Kia walked into the band room and like slapped me on the face in front of everybody and walked out with her friend and they all called me an asshole? Basically, she had a friend called, I don't want to give all the names because I feel like I'm doxing people. We'll say Karen. She had a friend called Karen, and it got to the point where I started to get interested in Karen, and I wanted to date her because I legitimately liked her, and she liked me. And Kia got insanely fucking jealous. And my mind was fucked because I was a stupid fucking teenage kid. I didn't know anything about how women worked or anything. And Kia legitimately got fucking pissed. And she started to accuse me of playing her. And she didn't want me to ever date Karen or be with Karen. And it was like really weird. But eventually I started dating Karen because fuck Kia. So my bridge was burned with Kia. These guys are all friends, by the way, which makes it even more awkward, right? So I stopped fucking around with Kia ever. I finally had my car, my little Dodge Neon, and then I started dating her friend Karen. But then it turns out that after a month or two of dating Karen, she finds out that she's a lesbian, but she didn't like know it yet, I guess. Or I turned into a lesbian, I don't fucking know. But Karen's close friend and Kia's close friend was Catherine, another girl that I had kind of sort of hung out with a few times who was also into music. And after I find out that Karen is a lesbian, I talk about it for a long time with Catherine, and then me and Catherine start dating. And then she was the one who became my wife. And I dated her for like 4 or 5 years, I think. We must have got together when I was 15, 16, and I think we broke up when I was 20. The Kia shit, though, oh my god, she's such a riot. I stalk her every now and then just to see what she's up to. Yeah, it's really interesting. I stalk a lot of people when I'm curious what they're up to. There's this one retarded chick I used to manage at the casino, like legitimately retarded, and I saw that she was pregnant. Holy shit, that's gotta be crazy. Oh my god. Creeps to me? Hell yeah, dude, I creep on everybody, anybody. If I've ever met you in real life, you better fucking believe I'm creeping on you. I'm creeping on all your shit. I want to see what you're up to. Catherine was hot. My ex-wife was hot as fuck. I've always been with chicks that are like way hotter than me. Not to brag, or I meant that to sound humble. Like, I don't consider myself to be super attractive. I think I'm okay, but I've been really lucky with the appearance of the women that I've dated. Catherine was really hot. Really adorable too. She was a beautiful person. I like Catherine. Literally a humble brag. Good. Did you enjoy college when you were there? No, I never enjoyed college. I was working too much. I couldn't get anything out of it. The working killed me. And then it was always children around me, kids that were living on mommy daddy welfare that didn't really even like music that much. I hated college. Fuck. Or maybe I hated working. I don't know. Wait, what is this guy? I'm sorry, I took my glasses off. Wait, who the fuck is that? Did I just miss something? What happened? Wait, what did they do? It was a stream sniper? Wait, what do you mean it was a stream sniper? Wait, really? What are they doing? Wait, who is it? Wait, did they actually do some shit? We gotta go Fuck him up. Nah, fuck that. All right, I'm getting out of here. That's fucking creepy. He got into a costume and danced in front of your camera? Wait, did he really? Wait, what did they actually do? I literally just took my glasses off so I couldn't see shit in front of me. Fuck, I'm creeped out if there are people like fucking stalking me, dude. That's some ice level shit. It's just Halloween and some dudes are having fun. Oof. Okay, fuck that. I was a Zulu warrior. Well, let's go over here. Okay, hold on, I'm curious, I gotta watch this shit. Okay, I take my glasses off. What the fuck? What? Okay. How are you stream sniping in Omaha? How sad. How sad are you to live in the same city as me? My dude, I'm sorry. Hold on one second, I'm sorry. All right, what's up? What happened to Factorio? Get a donut? I think all the donut places are closed. Factorio, I mean, I kind of did everything you could do. Waiting for the next release. You sound like the type of person who needs a casual sex partner? Yeah, maybe. I guess maybe we'll work on it. I don't know. Have you thought about traveling? Some people find it inspiring. I don't really care much about traveling. I've traveled a decent bit, probably more than most people, and I really don't care that much. Do you enjoy sex? Hell yeah, dude. It's my top 3 interests, dude. Just be upfront with women about it. You'd honestly be surprised how many women are looking for casual sex partners when you bring it up. Oh no, I'm not surprised at all. What do you think I find most of mine at, dude? Are you close 72nd to Dodge? No. Who is the best partner you had in bed? That's a hard one. Also, it feels really weird. I don't like to talk about that on stream because it sounds like I'm talking down about other people. Oh fuck, I'm like really paranoid about people coming around my car now. I don't really like to talk about that, I don't think, because it sounds like I'm talking shit about other people and I don't really mean to. Yeah, I don't like to do that. Do you? Oh. I think I see the stream sniper, dude. He's coming. He's 100% coming. Do you think that's him? Black car? I didn't see what make and model it was before. Do 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 da do dum. Do 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 doom 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 doom. Do 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 doom 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 doom. Do 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 doom 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 da do dum. Do 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 doom 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 da do dum. Do 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 doom 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 do 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 do. Do 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 doom 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 do 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 do. Do 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 doom 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 do do do. Mine's not hot. Dun dun. Do 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 do. It's fucking Momo. Do 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 do. Why? And there he goes into the night. He forgot to turn his headlights on. He's driving with his lights off. He's probably so nervous. He's like, oh my god, I just did some epic shit for the stream. Oh no. Oh, did he get him there, or is that his brake lights? Chase him? Do I really want to talk to a person like this, like on my stream? His lights are still off. What the fuck? Fuck. Wait, I totally lost him. When I turned around and I put the camera back on, I stopped looking at him. Is he in this black car? Oh no, I lost him. Panda guy. Is that him? No, that's not it. Oh shit. It's not that one either. Oh no. I shouldn't have taken the fucking camera off. See if he left you something? I don't see anything on the ground now. He'll come back? Yeah, probably. But we could have tracked him down. If he's like hiding with his lights off, I don't think I'd be able to see him. No. Sandevier's hidden over there. Use your Witcher senses? What's going on? Oh, I don't know. There's like a stream sniper, dude. I wonder who it is. It's Pennywise. Don't follow him. No, U-turn. That's what they think. I've actually never gotten off from that before, from titty fucking. I've tried it a couple times in my life, but it always seems really silly to me. Like, I refuse to believe that you can create that much pressure between two boobs that you could actually make a guy orgasm. Every time I've tried it, you have to squeeze their boobs together so hard that the girl just complains that it's like uncomfortable, and it just feels weird. I just don't think boobs are meant for like grabbing dicks like that, you know? It's more visual than a feeling. Dog, if I wanted a visual, I'd just fucking watch porn. What the fuck? Sex is all about the feeling, my dude. Maybe not to everybody, I acknowledge. Okay, well, I imagine this guy, even if she has giant tits, yeah, I guess it can feel good. I don't know, it just feels kind of awkward. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe I'm just really lame. I guess maybe I don't have like a fetish for boobs as much. I mean, boobs are really cool though. I don't know. I don't know if I feel like, well, I'm not sure. I'd have to think about it more. Usually, if I'm with a girl with big boobs, usually what I like her to do is she just lay on her back, and I just like to slap them together. Like, if you grab them both, you can kind of like push them on the side, and they'll go like you like hit them together. I think the noise is really funny. But in terms of like feeling like really sexually attracted to boobs, I don't know if I ever see boobs and I'm like, oh god, yeah, like, oh, I just want to squeeze them and shit. They're like really fun, I think. I think they're really fun to play with. But I don't know if I feel like fun to play with in a sexual manner. I'm not sure. Alright, we're parked here now. We'll wait for Pennywise to come back. Wait, what noise? I don't know, there's like a noise. The sound of like two boobs slapping together when... I don't know. Am I an ass man? I don't know, I like everything. I like all the body parts. I think boobs are cool. Get out of the car and confront him in a duel? Like bags of sand? Boobs do not feel like sand, I don't think. No? Condom or no condom? I have never in my life met anybody that unironically likes condoms. Condoms are one of the worst inventions of all of mankind. I can't do it, dude. Is my pullout game strong? My pullout game is second to none when I actually do it. That's why you gotta get the death grip, dude. Everybody says the death grip is really bad, but man, you practice that shit. You got some staying power, my dude. And then if you like are really mad at the girl, you can make her feel like shit. Destiny, that's a lie? What's a lie? No way, dude. My staying power is second to none. You cannot break. I am Fort Knox, okay, motherfucker? I do not orgasm until I decide to orgasm. I have to be in the right state of mind. If I don't feel like it, if I feel like you're not working hard enough, if I feel like I want to make you feel like shit today, I just won't orgasm. I'll just sit there and I'll let you do your thing, and I'll be like, you know what? I really don't feel like coming today. Why don't you hop off, bitch? I'll go take care of myself. I'll do, hell yeah. Hell fucking yeah. Do you ever fake it? No. Can you go from soft to hard on command? I mean, if you start messing with yourself, like, you get hard, don't you? Isn't that how it works? Have you ever had sex with more than one girl within the same day? Probably? I don't remember. I'm not sure. Can you blow loads back to back to back? I've never done more than like 2 at a time. I don't know, that would be really hard. How would you not remember that? I don't know, dude. I went to a lot of crazy events, man. Those StarCraft events are some fucking crazy things. I've never done like a threesome. If that's what you're asking. Not really. I kind of did in college with my wife, her friend, and her boyfriend or whatever, but it was really shitty. I don't know. I wasn't mature enough at the time for it. It was just dumb. When you're doing a Chatterite stream, I don't think I could masturbate on camera. That just seems too weird, my dude. What's the longest in recent years you've gone without masturbating or sex? Whoa! Listen, dude. I have a problem, okay? If I go more than 2 days without it, I'd probably go fucking crazy. I don't know how people do that shit. What the fuck? 2 days would probably be the longest I've gone in like the past like decade without. That would be crazy. Fuck that shit, dude. Holy shit. How do you live with yourselves? So you masturbated at the CLG house? I masturbated with the CLG members, dude. Me and Afromu got together, shared our collection. No, I'm just kidding. It must be confusing to have low T with that shit in the beard. Oh yeah, like, that's why I said like for the sexual stuff. Like I know it sounds like dumb or whatever, but like this is one of the reasons why like I have a hard time believing that I am like symptomatic of low T. Like, I couldn't even imagine having, like, a bigger sex drive than I do now. It would be ridiculous. I would have to masturbate, like, 10 times a fucking day. Do you masturbate in the shower? No, I don't think that's good. The stuff gets all sticky and together, and it's like really hard to wash up, and then you have to waste all your hot water. I pay for that hot water, plus you're standing. No, I don't know. This is just like really shit. Have you ever tried anal? I've never really had an interest. Mia Rose was really interested in doing it, but I didn't really want to. My ex-wife would get interested, but only ever in the heat of the moment. And there's no way. I've got a monster, dude. I'm not fitting in some girl's like unprepared ass. Like at the heat of the moment. So we would always try, and I would like barely get in, and she'd be like, okay, never mind, this isn't working. And then we would go back to banging. So never. That's not how anal works, my dude. Oh yeah, no, I know. You have to like work up to it, and the girl should probably be prepared for it in advance. Depending on how try-hard you want to get. The girl can either clean out like just the inside of her rectum, or she can go full enema and go all the way up through the intestines and shit, which takes a lot more preparation. No, I've never like properly been with a chick that like wanted to do that kind of stuff. Fuck that shit. But I've never really had like an interest in anal at all, so eh. Most of the time your ass is pretty clean unless you've literally just went. No, that's not true. I don't think so. Or, well, it depends on your definition of clean. If you fuck a chick in the ass who's not ready for it, you're pulling out, you're gonna have some of the poopy when you pull out, my dude. You're like, do you manscape? Not right now, because I'm really fucking lazy. But you should. If I ever have dick pics leaked in the future, I promise I'll be more prepared than my last ones were horrible. What you should do, in my opinion, the ideal is you trim the top and you shave the bottom is what you should do as a guy, I think. That should be like the standard memes. I never understood how girls clean their assholes for that. You get like basically you get like a pump and you either stick it right inside your rectum and you do just the end. You have to be really careful though, because if you go too deep, then you'll push into the lower intestine and then you'll have to go much further. But if you want to do like a full enema, you're gonna have to deal with like cramping and shit and like a bloated belly while you literally fill your fucking intestines with water and flush it out. Like a full enema is a decent amount of work. You're probably putting aside like what, like 20 or 30 minutes at least to do like a full enema. But you can do like a minor one where you just get like the inside of the rectum, which is good for most people, I guess. It depends on if you're shooting a scene or just like fucking a boyfriend, I guess. You really don't need to do all that. I guess you don't have to if you don't want to. It depends on if it bothers you or not. Do you shave your pubic hair? Yeah, so I think, like I said, you should trim the top and shave the bottom. For guy pubic hair, you should probably do that, I think. If you thought about learning a lot of new stuff, you should go to school for the sake of learning and making yourself better. I don't know. I might go back to school, maybe. Do you get hair on your dick? I'm pretty sure everybody does. I mean, I do at the very base. Some of it goes up a little, but you just like pluck them or whatever. Bottom of what? Like your balls, your scrotum. You should shave that. You do not pluck them? Oh, I guess if you guys don't pluck them, you don't have to. I guess you could shave it if you want, but I mean, I'd rather just pull them out. Fuck it. I don't have that many though. I guess like it depends on I guess it depends on how much how many you have. I guess I don't have like a ton, so I just pull them out. But I guess you could shave it too if you want. You'll never cut your balls with a razor. You would have to fuck up monumentally to do that. Here's a tip and trick. Here's a super secret tips and tricks shit, okay? If you want to have your balls shaved in preparation of messing around with a chick, you have to shower 3 days in a row, and you have to start 3 days early, and you have to shave your balls every single day, because every time it takes at least 3 different shaving attempts to find every fucking hair, because it is not possible to get them all in the first fucking time. You will always find more. If you shave your balls one day, you can go through it like 30 times. You will be done. You'll get out of the shower. You'll dry yourself off, and you'll look down, and like out of nowhere, there'll be like 7 hairs just like you'll be like, what the fuck? No fucking way, dude. If I want to, I always start 3 days early. You shave them one time, and then the second day you go over and you do it again, and then if you notice anything, then the third day, then you could shave it one more time, so that you're totally good to go. You use a disposable razor? I've got that Gillette Fusion, my dude. Use a manual or electric razor for balls. You have to use a manual. Oh my god. Can you imagine putting I could never put an electric razor into my balls. I would get worried it would like fucking eat them. Holy shit. Could you imagine you start doing it and it like catches the skin? It's like it's stuck. Oh my god, it would just be hanging off your fucking nutsack while you're like screaming and it's like half your balls get like fucking eaten into the fucking razor head. Oh shit. No fucking no way. No, I would never do that. You use like a cartridge razor. Fuck that shit. Can you imagine it like eats in so hard you like pull it away and it like rips your fucking sack apart and like your balls like fall out of your fucking body? That's like some live stream fail shit. Oh god. Oh. You have a guard? No. Listen, okay. Here's the third. Okay, Life Pro sex tip number 487 from Dead Space Stream, okay? You cannot use an electric razor in your balls. If you've never felt what your balls feel like when they are smooth shaven, okay? It is the most incredible feeling in the world. It is enough to turn a man gay, okay? And I'm saying this for your own warning so that you don't get turned gay. Because if you come across a man in your life with smooth balls and you touch them and you haven't felt your own, you could be swayed to the dark side. You might, and not that being gay is the dark side, but you would turn gay for that guy because nothing feels cooler than totally shaved balls. It's like the coolest fucking thing in the world, okay? How often are you supposed to change the blade? I change my cartridge once a month, so I don't know. Do you think you'd be happy with your current lifestyle if you didn't have streaming? I don't know. That's really hard to say, my dude. Damn. I don't know what I'd be doing now if I wasn't streaming. What type of shaving cream do you use? Just normal, whatever the Gillette shit is called. Am I staying out to avoid Aaron? No, I just have no internet at home, so if I go back, it's gonna be really boring. I've never used an Air before, no. If you could say something to your old friend that committed suicide, what would it be? I don't think I could ever talk him out of it, but I would call the police to get him like locked up or something. Well, now I would tell him to chill for like 2 years because I'm going to be fucking rich streaming and he could probably do it with me. Probably. Can't you stream in your house? Not. I guess I maybe could. I don't know. While we're on the topic of balls, do you enjoy ball stimulation? Yeah, but you have to be really careful, and a lot of girls are just really bad at it. The girl has to be really good and like really cognizant of what's going on. The problem is that balls are like clits for girls, and that everybody can handle a different amount of shit, and a lot of people don't realize that. This is one of the reasons why I get really irritated when people give sex advice. Here's the best sex advice you'll ever get, okay? You have to listen to your partner. That's the only good sex advice you'll ever get. There is no secret set of moves. Like, there are some things that work on like 90% of girls, but if you want it to be good, you have to be empathetic towards your partner to understand what they like. So like, for instance, like some guys really like it when you fucking cup their balls and you really fucking squeeze that shit. Other guys are really sensitive down there, and even like if you suck on a dude's balls, it could be like fucking painful as fuck. It could be like excruciatingly painful and really uncomfortable. Some guys, it just doesn't really feel like much at all. They really don't care if you mess with their balls or not. It doesn't feel good. It just doesn't do much for them, you know? Like it varies like wildly from person to person. You have to ask, you have to find out what your partner likes. You have to communicate. How do you know this? I love sex, dude. I know all sorts of shit about sex. But my top 3 interests are video games, sex, and music. Those are like the top 3 things that I've invested like most of my life into learning about. Wait, what did Morpheus link? Oh shit. Oh, it's gonna be ball crushing, isn't it? Oh yeah. These fetishes are crazy when they get like the stilettos and they're like, ugh. No, I mean, everybody's got their own thing. What the fuck is so great about sex? I don't know. It feels really fucking good. You don't think so? You don't think so? I don't know, dude. Damn. How much battery do I have left? Oh, 89%. I just gave it connected to my car. Have you ever tried sounding? No, I don't think I ever would. That's too extreme for me. I don't think I would ever try that. Any advice for a person on the verge of killing themselves with no direction in life? I guess for me, the most important thing is finding a hobby that you can enjoy that doesn't involve anybody else. That's why I liked music. I could do music no matter what anybody else in my life was doing, right? If my parents weren't there for me, I wasn't dating anybody, I didn't really have any close friends because I couldn't relate to anybody. I could always like play my piano or play my saxophone. It was like something that was always there for you unconditionally that could never, be fucked up or fuck with you or anything like that. I think that's really important. I mean, in terms of, I don't know, but that only worked for me. Everybody's different. I mean, you should talk to a therapist or try SSRIs or something to manage your emotions if you can't do it, if you're like fucked, if you're unable to like physiologically. Sounding is where typically it starts with something small and you put progressively larger things inside your urethra with the goal of expanding it, and I think ultimately fucking it, depending on how extreme you want to get. But yeah, no, that's too much. I don't do anything like related to, not like intense pain. It's not fun for me personally. Hey Destiny, I know I asked the question, but you didn't have to answer. I regret it. Wait, what question, Pit Drogo? What kind of kinky shit are you into? I'm not getting into that conversation here. Fuck you. Fuck off. I'll try anything once, as long as it doesn't involve like extreme pain play or any toilet play. I don't like that shit either. Or like necrophilia. Like, I'm not gonna like fuck a corpse or like a kid, like pedophilia, or bestiality. I don't think I would ever do anything with like an animal. So I guess I really wouldn't try anything. I would try anything like on the more vanilla side of shit easily, and I would try anything that like wasn't like very extreme, I guess. So not yet. No diapers. No. Incest? Maybe if I had like a really hot sibling, but I don't know. Would you try pegging? I've tried it with 2 of my exes, but I was never really into it much. I don't know, it just didn't really do much for me. You have a sister? Yeah, but none of my siblings are attractive, dude. I don't know. Maybe they're not attractive because they're my siblings. Fuck. Maybe you do have a natural biological inclination to not be attracted to your siblings. I guess I was asking because you've been trapped in shitty financial situations as well. I'm at that point and I don't see my life getting much better. Currently a loner with little financial freedom without years of upward climbing. I'm glad you do what you do. It helps give voice to these shitty feelings. I would say, like, dude, like, try to budget your shit as hard as possible. Like, cut out anything excess that you can. Being stuck financially just feels really shitty. Make as many compromises as you can. If you've got to live with family members, if you've got to drive a shitty car, whatever you can do to start saving money. The most important part about building wealth, especially when you're financially fucked, is it's not necessarily how much you earn, it's how much you spend. As dumb as that sounds, but... You've gotten pegged? Yeah, I've tried it twice, but it's just not, I don't know, it just doesn't do much for me. What do you think about long distance relationships? So a lot of people don't agree with me on this, and I understand that. I don't think a relationship is real until you live with the person. I don't know. I don't consider it dating until you live with them. It just doesn't count for me. They just weren't hitting it right? I don't know, maybe. My wife was like really into that shit. My wife read a lot of Slash, a lot of like that crazy fanfic stuff, so she was like really excited to try it. So like I humored her a few times, but I don't know, I didn't enjoy it at all. My wife sounds like a cool dude. She used to be. Yeah, hell yeah. Can't wait for the next rando debate where they try to insult you by saying you get pegged. I don't give a fuck, dude. You have to try everything. Why would you shortchange yourself sexually? I've masturbated to everything there is, and I've tried everything sexually. If it falls under vanilla shit, I've tried it. Most likely. I don't know, dude. People have way too many sexual hangups. This is why I always make fun of guys that are like crazy homophobic and shit. People have way too many sexual hangups. You only live once, dude. Try what you want. I don't give a fuck if a random dude on the internet calls me fucking gay. I don't give a fuck. I don't know. Fuck that shit. There's no way he's masturbated everything there is. Ah, shit, dude. You gotta build your shit up, dude. Alt-writers are super insecure about their masculinity. Yeah, I agree. I think a lot of guys have like really big hang-ups about their like masculinity or like their heterosexual. Like I don't think sucking a dick makes you gay. As stupid as I guess as that sounds to some people, or that like I don't know, a lot of people feel like really threatened by like a lot of that kind of stuff. I just don't think it's that big of a deal. But I don't know, like I said, I think most people are really bad at sex. I think that most people settle for and have sex that's really bad. I think that a lot of people miss out on a lot of shit, and I think that's really sad. The idea that you can go through life where you're like really scared. Like sex is a lot of fucking fun, dude. Like it's crazy awesome. So the fact that you would like cut yourself off from like a whole slew of stuff because you're worried about like other people judging you, I don't know, that just sounds really sad to me, I guess. But it comes down to like a confidence thing, like a self-esteem issue, I think. Where like if you're very bent on like other people's opinions about you or how other people will judge you, I guess like I could understand. I guess I understand why people do that kind of stuff. Why do you make fun of bronies for masturbating to ponies? Oh, because pony culture is cancer. Fuck that shit. Wouldn't that make you at least bisexual? But yeah, I mean, like I said, I always say that. Like, I think I could probably bang a dude. I just haven't met like a guy that I would be interested in yet. So I mean, I don't know. And I could also never see myself dating a guy, which is like really weird too. I don't know how to that's kind of strange. I'm not sure. Would you bottom? I would never do anal sex with a guy. I don't have any interest in like fucking asses or being fucked in the ass. It's just not something that appeals very much to me. How did you get Rachel pregnant? I've been over this. Come on, it's Merlin. I know you've been here for this before. Fuck off. Don't make me repeat myself a million times. I don't vap to food shit. I don't think food shit is entertaining. Fuck that shit. Oh god, now this is on my phone and I can't get it off. Why did I click that picture? Repeat the story for the new people. It's just dumb. Basically, me and Rachel fucked without protection because I was confident in my ability to pull out, which I did really well. But then there was like, we were on the verge of breaking up, and then we banged one day. Basically, the way that it works for a woman's cycle is after she's ovulated, which means I think the egg is descended into the fucking atrium or whatever. I don't know what the names of the fucking parts are. But once the egg is descended, there's a point where after that, she's completely infertile. And Rachel was either on the perfect day of fertility, where she is like at her optimal point of fertility, or she was one day past it. And I remember fucking, and I remember thinking, I know the exact orgasm that made my kid, and I know exactly the position, I know where we were, and I know exactly what was going through my head, because I was thinking exactly like, damn, dude, am I really gonna do this? Because she's either like perfectly fucking fertile right now, or I'm in the green. And I was thinking to myself, you know what, dude? I've never fucked this up before in my life, and I haven't. I have a perfect success rate because I have perfect self-control. And I totally was like, I'm gonna fucking go for it. And I went for it. And it was the one fuck up of my life, and it did it. That was 100%. And you can, well, not ask Rachel, because that's kind of mean. But like, that, I know exactly that fuck up that did it. I couldn't even fucking believe, yeah, it happened, that she got pregnant. RIP. Did I ever masturbate to gay porn? No, I don't think I do, because I don't like really pretty guys, if that makes sense. Like, if I were to bang a guy, it wouldn't be a guy that was pretty. It would have to be a guy that was somewhat rugged. So, like, for instance, somebody like all the Game of Thrones guys, like, definitely, right? Like the Robb Stark dude, the Jaime Lannister dude, those kinds of dudes that are, like, can be kind of cute, but are ultimately, like, manly. I think it would have to be somebody like that. But, like, in gay porn, a lot of the guys are, like, very pretty, very smooth, like, I don't know. I don't think that would do it for me. Oh, yeah, like an Oberyn? Hell yeah. Jon Snow, hell yeah. Pretty much all of the Game of Thrones dudes are like super fucking hot. Holy shit. None of my friends agree with me, but Oberyn is the best guy. Oh yeah, of course. In terms of, like, Oberyn's character was just really, really, really good. So it's hard for me to it's hard for me to objectively evaluate, like, who is the hottest person, because their personalities play into it so much for me. If I were to go, like, by objectively hottest, without taking into account personalities, I don't know, it'd be really hard to say. It would probably be the Jaime Lannister character, right? But Oberyn's got the accent and everything, dude. Oh, shit. I don't know, man. I don't know. Have I ever fapped to Vor? Is Vor where you have where a creature eats the girl? I've never masturbated to, like, the really crazy... Oh, yeah, like this kind of stuff? No. Most of, like, the really hardcore hentai stuff I don't really get into. I think I said this story before, like, one of my weirdest hentai experiences was, like the tentacle stuff, some of it is okay. The problem with most hentai is that it's just really badly animated. Like, I can't masturbate to, like, 3 frames per second that are just, like, moving back and forth doing the same shit. And also, most hentai has, like, very weird themes. Hentai. Most hentai has really weird themes. Like, either girls with massive fucking tits, like, huge, like 39 or 38, like, tits, which are retarded, or the girls are, like, really unconfident and like not sure of themselves, which is like really shit. So like I don't want to watch a girl who's like, oh no, like, don't touch me down there, oh my god, or like, oh, am I really gonna touch his thing, but that's where he pees from, oh my god. Like, I don't want to watch this shit. Like, I feel like I'm watching like a fucking kid getting raped or something. One time I had, like, this really sick, this was like, I don't remember what it was called. It was a really good anime, in terms of, like, the animation quality was good. And this monster was just railing this chick, and he had his tentacles going, and it was fucking awesome. And then, like, out of nowhere, like, she starts moaning, like, okay, well, we're getting to the money shot. And then the thing rips her fucking spine out. And I was like, what the fuck? And so after that, I try to just, like, I guess avoid all the tentacle shit, because it's not animated well enough where I can randomly watch women getting, like, torn in half. Like, in the fucking shit. Like, it's fuck. It's not worth it, dude. I can't type on my phone. I should get my internet back tomorrow. For anybody that's wondering. I think at 10 o'clock a.m. is when the Cox dude is supposed to come. You seen that? I don't remember what it was called, but this must have been like 10 years ago, so like... Guy sex toys are shit right now. If you're in a long-term relationship and you're banging a chick and she doesn't own a vibrator, you're both missing out. That's like a 100%. I think that should be like involved. I know that there are a lot of guys that won't mess around with chicks that use toys, but that's a really autistic way of looking at things. I think that should be like, that's like borderline like a requirement, I think. Dude, vibrators are some amazing fucking things. I don't think they feel that good for the guy, but for the girl, it's like next level shit, dude. Who says that? Well, I know that a lot of guys don't like to use toys with the chicks that they're with because they're worried that like the toy is replacing them, or that that they're not good enough, so they have to use a toy. Like guys are like really insecure about that shit. But yeah, Teresa owned a Hitachi. That thing was like amazing. Holy shit. Are you into DFC? I don't know what that means. Yeah, the Hitachi is really loud. Well, the old ones used to be like really powerful, but apparently they've turned it down a lot. I'm not sure. I've never bought a new one, so. Is there anything in porn you like to watch but would never do in real life? I don't know, probably not. That's another really common misconception. God, I could talk about sex-related shit for a long time. We can move on to topics. But like, a lot of people will say things like, oh, like porn is horrible, like nothing in porn can happen real, like blah, blah, blah. Like, that's bullshit, dude. You can learn a lot of like really sick shit. From pornography. You can get a lot of sick ideas. Most of the stuff you see in porn you can do in real life, or you can at least try it or incorporate a lot of the ideas into what you currently do. I think pornography could be a really great way to learn like new techniques or to learn new shit. It's really important that you understand the difference between like, basically, okay, so like back again, the most important things is that you have to understand like the reactions of your partner. If you're not paying attention to your partner, then you're fucking up. Like, that's like the most important part of like all of that related stuff. So that's one of the reasons that makes like, if you're not autistic, things like lesbian porn is really hard to get into, right? Like you can tell when a girl is near orgasm, and you can tell like what feels really good. So when you see like a girl, like if you see a girl like touch like a woman's like vagina and she's like, oh, she's like screaming out of nowhere, it's like, okay, well this is some overacted bullshit. Most lesbian porn is really, really, really bad. You should only watch lesbian porn that's like amateur, because like the professionally shot lesbian porn is so fucking stupid. Oh my god, it's so fucking cringy. And the girls that like finger fuck each other with the massive fucking fingernails, holy shit. That's another meme. If you ever have, the problem with a lot of women is they're too shy to tell you. Okay, really important. Here you go. Sex tip number 752. If you are a guy and you're fingering a girl, clip your fucking fingernails. The girl might not tell you, but if you've got a girlfriend and you can only finger her for like 30 seconds and she's like, it just doesn't feel comfortable right now, and she never gives you a more exact reason, if your fingernails are too long, it's because you're scraping the inside of her shit, and after a while it gets raw and it feels uncomfortable as fuck. You have to clip your fingernails if you're gonna do that shit. And you have to be like cognizant of like what your nails are doing. Like, don't press, like if you're pressing your fingers like inside of a person, you should be like pressing with your fingertips. Don't press the fucking head of your nail like into the fucking skin and go back and forth. That's retarded as fuck. Why would you ever do that to somebody? Just don't be an aspie, right? Have you ever done the NoFap meme or had death grip? Oh, I'm pretty sure I have death grip. If I go like 2 days without masturbating, I have no staying power. Fuck that shit. Why would I ever do it? Okay, so here's like a meme story, okay? This was the dumbest, this is one of the worst encounters of my life. This was a Tinder chick. God, this was so stupid. So I was gonna meet a Tinder chick, okay? So I had a string of Tinder dates where like they just weren't that good. And this is why I don't like the one night stands as much, is because so many girls are just shit. They're just so fucking bad at sex. Like the kind of chick that like puts your dick in her mouth and she like doesn't use her tongue or suck on you at all. It's like, what the fuck? Do you think I'm like, am I gonna give you like radiation poisoning? Like if you don't want to do it, why the fuck are you down there? Are you trying to placate me? Do you think I'm going to fucking murder you if you don't put my dick in your mouth? Like if you don't want to do it, just fucking say it. Don't sit there and fucking pretend. Like this is like two people in an elevator and you fart and you tell me that I did it. Like, don't sit down here and lie to me, right? So basically, I had like, I had a couple of these chicks that were just like really fucking bad. So I had like a third one coming up and I was like, you know what, dude? I'm gonna go for like 2 days not masturbating before I meet this chick, okay? So that at least if it's bad, I'll be able to get off really fucking easily. And so I tried that. It was a chick, so what did we do? I think she actually came over to my house. We started messing around, and I put a fucking condom on, and I busted in like fucking 3 minutes. I was so embarrassed. I've never busted early in my life. Oh my God, it was so fucking embarrassing. Oh, I wanted to fucking kill myself. Holy shit. And I never did that again. What a disaster. That chick probably thought I was such a fucking loser. Oh my God. And there was like, the awkward thing was that there was no way for me to ever explain to her, like, what had went into that. Like, oh, like, you know, I know this is really awkward and it seems like I have no staying power, but I went like 2 days without masturbating. Like, I edged before you got here just in case you were really fucking bad so that we weren't both disappointed. Oh my God. The ironic part is she ended up leaving my house after that and she got into a car accident and I never talked to her again. Oh shit, dude. She messaged me back on Twitter like an hour later and she's like, oh my God. I think I actually told you guys a story about this. This was actually really weird. So this is one of the only chicks that I'd brought over to my house before and I was really paranoid that she was gonna try to like stalk my shit. So after she left my house, I got in my car and I followed